getting close. We're getting close to the end. Since I'm gonna try to keep eating a few more weeks, few more freaking weeks, and then drop the calories down. So what number I will elaborate in the future. But let's focus on today, back day. So no need to drive out to the Metro Fitness that I've been going to, because I mean for back all I want is I don't mind just like a hammer strength row, maybe barbell row, a couple of machine sort of pull downs, and my local YMCA is fully equipped with with that with that equipment. So no need to drive an extra 30 minutes. I mean, back it's really not too complicated of a lift. It just ends up. Do I know that guy? No, no way. Okay, well, so yeah, back is just rows and pull downs, pretty much. You can do pullovers as well. Like I usually like doing some single arm pullovers because I can get a really good squeeze. But other than that, there's nothing fancy about it. All you're doing is moving your hand from over here to back here, with load, of course. And then, for me, I do that for 11 sets. I'm pumped to hell. Like, back is always just a pretty consistent lift for me. Like, some days, but the chest pump just won't be like totally peaked. Same with arms or legs, but back, I don't know. Something about back. I'm just like, I can guarantee that I'll always get a pretty solid back pump. So let's just fucking get in there. Okay, so if you see my other back days, I pretty much always start off with some kind of like barbell row or like hammer strength row. So in sort of the spirit of changing it up, I'm going to start with cables today. I've never done this before, but seems to make sense, right? Just sort of support my chest here and then pull from that cable towards me. So I'll just throw the stack around for a set or two, then move on to something else. Oh. So, those first few reps on these sets, I'm really trying to not even pause the weight, but just get an extra bit of squeeze at the bottom. Well, towards the end of the set, I'm just trying to fucking burn out as many reps as I can muster. But that was a good starter. I honestly will probably do this again. Not today, but eventually. So let's move on to something else. So after those cable rows, I mean, those ones, they were sort of like high to low. So it was really a lot of lat activation. So a mid-back exercise ought to be a good way to sort of flip it around. 5 plates should feel all right. Let's move on. God damn it. Feeling a lot of cables today for back. Can't really tell you why exactly. Just feels good. So I do some seated single arm pull downs. I would do normal pull downs, but they don't have like a standard bar pull down machine, which kind of sucks. But nothing wrong with single arm. Sure, it may take a little longer, but I I feel like for the most part on a lot of movements, I can get a better squeeze. Just because rather than focus on two muscles at once, right? All I have to focus on is one side at a time. But obviously, if you're in a crunch for time, maybe stick to double arm movements. So at this point, I've done a considerable amount of, let's just say, heavy sets. Obviously, not as crazy as like, 365 barbell row, but still, I mean, this full stack's fucking heavy, and those hammer strength rows were sweet. So I'm already like 80% pumped. So I'm just gonna do, let's maybe just one set of single arm pullovers, and then see how I feel. I got like 4 more sets left, or 3 more. I gotta count the clips. I don't remember. I don't mind finishing back off with like a bit of a drop set or a superset where I'll do like a pulling movement, like pull down style, and then jumping into a rowing movement just to kind of, make sure I get the whole back pumped. So I'm thinking bodyweight pull-ups to seated cable row. Obviously, this stack isn't that heavy with both arms, but after a set of pull-ups, my back should be pretty tired. So I think 2 of these should be a perfect finisher. And then we can go check the pump. Yeah. Okay, shit. Pull-ups this deep in the lift did not feel good at all. Either I'm too weak or I'm too heavy. I'm gonna go with too heavy. That sounds better. So instead of the pull-ups as the first movement, I'll just do a set of pull downs. You know what I'm saying? Pull overs into the rows. Still biasing the lats, so perfect substitution. Okay, let's go discuss the lift and check the pump. All right, that looks about right. Yeah, that's good. So that really wasn't my most intense back day. Uh, like I'm fully pumped, you'll see, and like the sets were good, but it was almost more so like this lift sort of biased squeezing sets rather than just like trying to throw around as much weight as possible. And I think I've got a little bit of a subconscious flaw where I equate the quality of a workout with how much weight I moved and like how strong I feel, right? But even if you've got an off day, like this didn't really feel like an off day. The workout was just a little, that was just kind of what I ended up funneling into. But if you've ever got an off day or maybe you got some trash sleep or whatever, and you're just weaker, like you're not moving as much weight, does it really matter? You know, like if I can only bench, let's say for whatever reason, maybe I got super sick or something, and when I came back to the gym, I can only do 275 for 10, and that was as much weight as I can do, right? The point isn't, oh, I only got 275 for 10. It was, I did that weight for as many reps as I possibly could, and I still got to fucking failure. You know, as long as you go hard, right? Even if you feel like shit, you're still making progress. So day by day, your strength might fluctuate, or maybe your motivation will fluctuate. Your mind will be off in Lula land, you know, whatever the fuck. But, you know, as long as you can still push it and get a pump, you did something right. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, boy. This is a badass shirt. I got it at Goodwill. Ooh. But unrelated to that, back pump. All right. That's probably better lighting. Oh, that's pretty pumped. That's pretty freaking pumped, if I say so myself. Oh, not a lot of poses for a back pump. You got lat spread, you got double bicep, and then you got the same thing but backwards. So, pretty simple to check it. Uh, yeah, shit, nothing else to really say about the lift. I mean, it went decently hard, got pumped. Feeling some tightness in the lats. So I'm gonna go back up there and do some calves. Same as normal, 8 sets, single leg, of whatever variety you like, be it the, the one where you're standing like this, or the seated one. I've kind of been prone to like doing leg, what am I saying? Doing calf raises on the leg press. Like load up a couple of plates and just go one at a time. I like that. But calves, you walk around on them all day. I think they can handle some daily stimulation. Okay. Back pumped. I'm to fuel up with the goddamn shake. Let's make this quick. I gotta go meet up a crew to watch the Spider-Man movie. Into the multi-something. I didn't watch the first one, but I think I get the gist. I think I get the idea. So let's fucking slam this. Oh. Okay, I'm just kidding. I know what happens. I pretty much know what happens. Or what happened in the first one. But enough of that. Enough of that. Let's talk about the lift. So yeah, I mean, fucking, I don't know. Didn't really throw the weight around like crazy today, but it's kind of I think it's a little bit of a misconception. As long as you use moderate weight and you get like a really good squeeze, I think you're still going to be inducing some muscle growth. That's just the ego lifter in me telling me that I should lift heavier weights. I went pretty crazy on the last back day. The back day after this, or before this one, that was a pretty hard one. But the pump was still, pretty much the same. So take with that what you will. But again, I mean, back, like I was saying on the way here, pretty much just a fucking solid pump every time. Almost no question about that. And then calves at the end, just sitting on my phone, scrolling TikToks and shit. Nothing too crazy. So, plan now, same as fucking normal. Go home, eat some food, chill, then get ready for bed. I don't have anything to do tomorrow morning since it's Friday night, so I get to sleep in a little. The more sleep you can get, I'd say, probably the better. Probably the better you're just gonna feel and your overall well-being is gonna be. So, I don't really have anything planned to talk about. So, hope you guys are at least thinking about doing your cardio. Ideally, taking your vitamins every night, tracking your macros, and most importantly, training hard. So, arm day tomorrow, probably going to be at the Y again. Kind of hard to beat. All I really need is cables and dumbbells. And cardio in the morning. I think I'll actually record it since I won't have to rush through it. So, quick little car talk today. Whoops. But I will see you next time.